You have come to me wishing to be a master of the elves. I am number one, and you have an opportunity to be number two. You listen closely, young sir. The High Elves are an elite group, 6 foot tall minimum, pale, white armor, pointy hats, even pointier spears, and an eternal battle against the Dark Elves. Do not make such comparisons, that is heresy. High Elves live on a magical island called Ulthuan. It is paradise in the Warhammer world. There is no other race on the island, it is just High Elves. Every single High Elf, from lowly spearman to high archer, can live for thousands of years. There is no way that we will lose to Reginald, the Empire State Troop Company, with his little sword against my 1,000-year-old trained spearmen. High Elves are the strongest. The High Elf roster has dragons, phoenixes, cav, chariots, spears, archers, magic. This glorious society, created by the old ones to be perfect, will not lose to anyone. Now, you must listen closely, for you are not allowed to lose. You must stand tall, my Asurs, for you are the chosen ones, the chosen of Asurian. Do you want to know who the honored one of the Warhammer world is? The most Chad and Jack, 50 melee defense, 500 gold, High Elf Spearmen. These bad boys will win anywhere. Saurus,
I would win.
Chaos Warriors, nah.
I would win.
Reginald, you.
I would win.
Night Goblin Fanatics?
I would win.
Okay, maybe not that one. But at 500 gold for 50 melee defense, there is no unit that can compete with their ability to just hold the line. Your opponent will send up these elite infantry thinking they're going to get through. They don't get through. For 500 gold 50 melee defense, things just can't hit them. That 1,000 years of training has clearly gone to good use. Maybe I need to try stroking my spear for 1,000 years to see if I can get that strong. You know? Now, there might be some detractors of the High Elf Spearmen saying, you know, the damage output is quite low. They take the High Elf HP tax, making them more susceptible to spells. And I would tell you, 500 gold 50 melee defense, are you seeing these numbers? That is 50 gold per 10 melee defense. There is no unit more cost effective, more strong, more amazing than the High Elf Spearmen. I take 5 in almost most of my builds, but I will take them in almost any single High Elf build I take. They are good. Obviously, they're a spear unit, good against large, but they can even beat some infantry because they are that strong. They just hold the line, stick them there, make your opponents cry as they try to penetrate you. But you are stronger. But you better never make the mistake of comparing a Chad High Elf Spearman to a Beta Ranger. One of the most useless, waste of space, no HP having, no shields, no armor, can't even do their job right of being a light anti-infantry tool. They somehow managed to barely even trade even with Reginald. Goddamn losers. You know, I'd only remotely recommend taking Rangers if you're going for a full rush build, or you know specifically that your opponent is bringing light armored infantry. If not, they are not suited in any situation to be in your build. They're weak to cav, weak to magic, weak to archers, anti-infantry of only 8, and they have trash stats, and they cost more than a High Elf Spearman. I just recommend avoiding this. Now, those two are your only real low tier infantry for the High Elves. And past that, we got the White Lions of Trace. They may or may not be furries. They wear the suits of the White Lions, which we'll get to later. They have 90 armor, 30% missile resistance. Solid unit. It has armor piercing and resist missiles. It's good at fighting cav as well. That's something to know. And armored infantry, while resisting missiles. Just be careful to not get too close. I have it on good word, they do not wash those lion cloaks. Similar to them, we have Silverin. They're just stronger and better spears, but more expensive. They hold even longer, but they also do have spell resistance, negating some of the classic High Elf weakness, the spells from that low HP pool. Well, now we got onto the big guy, the Fenus Guard. Guardians of the Fenus King. They've taken a vow of silence, and they know when they'll die, so these brothers are not gonna rout. They're the most elite armor-piercing halberds of the High Elves, with 30% physical resistance, and if your opponent doesn't have magic, they are not gonna die. They will fight to their last breath, combining healing with the Fenus Guard box. Your opponent's gonna cry. Any large or low tier chaff will just bounce off the Fenus Guard, unless they're specifically anti-infantry clearers. But just be warned, spells or magic do a lot extra to Fenus Guard because they are relying on that 30% physical resistance. They do have 100 armor as well, and they have okay HP, but again, high elf tax of the HP, getting lower HP. Now, their counterpart, the Sword Masters, I wouldn't call them masters. It's kind of a mirror of the Spearman and Ranger situation. They're just, like, bad. Like, why would you take them? You know, they burn out fast, and they've been power crept by every single other infantry of the same type. Don't ever show the trait of a Bloodletter and a Swordmaster, because that will make any high elf Swordmasters, they need a buff. Now, for every Spearman, there's an Archer. A symbol of unity among the high elves, showing how magnificent they are. High elves stay on top. You know, at 180 range, a high elf archer will outrange most factions' elite archers, all on their own. And this is high elves' low tier archer. You know, high elves are gonna blot out the sun. Combined with the Plague of Rust, no unit is safe from the high elf archer. Now, when a spearman and archer have a baby, pop, a Lothern Sea Guard comes out. At least that's how I think it goes. You know, it combines the stats of having a spear profile while also having missile attack. It's slightly weaker in both of the main attributes of its parents, but combined they allow you to have an entire anti-large backline, which means when that cab dives her backline, they find out that they are not the danger. The Lothern are not in.
No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
Now we have an elite group of high elf edgelords, the Shadow Warriors. They go pew pew and run away, 360 skirm archers, very squishy, like a little bug, but they are devious. At 180 range, fire while moving, they are very annoying. They also have stalk as well, so you can hit them from the back for those devious back shots. These guys are really annoying, but also really squishy. If your opponent doesn't have anything prepared for them, they're cooked. If they do, it's rough. They don't have AP though, so be careful with your ammo. But these guys are little stealthy bastards. W high elf unit. High elf unit. Now one thing us noble Asur really strive for is equality. That's why the strongest high elf archer is that girl power, girl power, girl power, Sister of Avalorn. They shoot literal lasers. They're the best archers you have. AP, fire attacks, magic attacks, high melee stats because they are a hybrid unit as well. What don't they have? Armor, HP. Average high elf issue. But these girls, they are she. They're amazing. Now, in multiplayer, their cost is very prohibitive, but they scale very well with fire-causing things. There is an R-War for the normal archers called the Towns of Torquelada, 20% fire damage. Lore passes the fire spells, another 20% fire damage, meaning sisters can get up to 40% extra damage, and they already start off with high damage. So they're something you have to build your build around because they are very expensive, and if you don't protect them, they have 180 range and good stats, but they can get overwhelmed very quickly. They are very annoying, and they can also turn around and just shoot like they got a Glock in their hand, a fucking laser blaster. So these ladies are the epitome of that girl power. Every SR unit is so strong. Now, my Asur, that wraps up the mainline high elf infantry units. My Asur brothers, you must now understand that there is no faction greater than the high elves. They can go inf for inf with anybody. Next time, I will go to the vaults of Lothern to enlighten your mind to the elven cab and the monsters like no other in the mortal realms. Cause you better remember, in the Warhammer world, through the chaos realms and the mortal realms, high elves alone are the honored one. Hey, thanks for making it this far, bros and hoes. You know, I'm only getting started here. With your support, I'm gonna keep making these highly edited and stylized videos, and they will only continue to get better from here on. This project alone took me around 20 hours. I had to learn editing from literal scratch. I have zero prior experience. This is my first time doing anything of this caliber. But I assure you, if you continue to watch, I will hone my skills just like the high elves and reach my peak form. If you don't know me in the Warhammer community, you've probably seen me in a Human Boy Return stream. Winner of the 2024 Faction War Conquest Showdown, winner of the Battlesy Tournament featuring Legend of Total War, also the Human Boy Season Finale Chieftain Playoffs, all big tourneys with prize pools. I probably won around like $1,000 in prize pools if I had to add it up. along with many other various tournaments. Check out the description if you want to watch me win in those tournaments. I stand at the pinnacle of the Warhammer multiplayer community. Game knowledge is half the battle, and I like to grow some new talent. Watch my vids for advice from the master, and feel free to ask me any questions if you see me hanging around various discords. I go under Pigman. I got plans for a bunch of content, challenge streams with punishments, real punishments if I fail, lore videos with my patented humor, and guides and many other unique ideas that you have not seen before in the Warhammer community. I'm here to spice things up. I want the people to see what they've been wanting, that new stuff, that fresh content. I'm here to do it. But you should probably know some background about me. I actually started off exclusively playing campaign. I did around 3,000 plus hours, Legend of Total War like, Legendary, very hard, pushing myself to the limit. But it just got to a point where the AI couldn't give me that itch anymore. It was way too damn easy, and even limiting myself and playing on max, it was just way too easy. And that's when I started playing land battles, and the rest is history. Now the only game mode I don't actively play is Dom. I'll play a couple games here and there, and I've actually won some Dom tournaments, but it's just not my cup of tea. I like the feeling that each of my troops matter, and I'm a master, calculating each one of my plays. One false move, and you're done. You lose. I like living on the edge of that thrill. Now, thank you so much, my noble sir, for watching this far. I appreciate you. If you could drop a subscribe, like the video, send me some love while as I start my journey. I'm going to take it to the top with you all, and I'll see you all next time.